Is this job dead in 2025? In fact, this is probably the most searched title. It gets the most engagement because I think people are looking for validation as to why they're doing so bad on the job hunt. I see it all the time like, is this job dead? Is this job dead? Or is this dead? Is this the second biggest title is like, is this even worth it anymore? Okay, let me tell you something. It's a very much alive and it is still very much worth it. What you have to realize right now in this market is that if you are looking to land this job in the next, I would say 30, 45, 60, no more than 90 days, the only way that you're going to be able to land this job is if you dramatically 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x the amount of numbers, the amount of applications that you're throwing out there. And I'm going to be the only person that's going to give it to you this real. Nobody else is going to go ahead and give it to you this real. There are too many reasons why you're not going to convert interviews, and there's too many reasons why you're not going to convert those interviews into offers. And there are a lot of reasons why those offers may not even convert to a start. So let's go ahead and go all the way until the end. I've had students across multiple programs where they were not able, they secured the offer letter was signed, and it did not go to the start date, meaning like a few days before they were going to go ahead and start, thought they were going to go ahead and start the job, they get an email saying that they're not going to go ahead and start the job. In fact, it hasn't happened to us yet. In some stories I've seen on LinkedIn, what's really scary is when a company says, we just need to push out your start date for like another week or another week or another week. And people find out that they're actually never ever going to start at all because something happened internally in the company where they can hire you. This has happened a lot. This is something that I've seen on LinkedIn. It gets people 2,000-3,000 comments and posts, and as much as I feel for them, the truth of the matter is that doesn't help your situation in getting a job. You need to recognize that in an economy as volatile as this, tech workers right now, across all verticals, you guys are now experiencing what real estate agents go through at least once every 2 to 3 years, is that you need more volume to go ahead and sustain yourself. In fact, this process of aggressively applying and aggressively interviewing for jobs, it doesn't stop even after you've landed the job. You're still going to need to go ahead and apply. And I know what you're doing. You're throwing yourself up and you're like, listen, I'm here to help you help yourself. Okay? Just because you landed the job offer doesn't mean it's going to go ahead and start. Just because you're going to go ahead and start the job, it does not necessarily mean that you are going to go ahead and keep the job. That is just a fact of where it is that we're operating right now. So instead of me giving you all of this bad news and you feel like, why you're really feeling shitty is you feel like, oh my gosh, I got to go ahead and sustain some type of punishment, right? No, you don't. You just have to make the process of applying to 50 to 100 jobs a day more fun. And you just have to make sure it sucks less. That's why there are programs out there called SoulCycle and CrossFit. They gamify the experience. Because the truth of the matter is, you can either think what I'm saying to you right now is full of shit, but you're still watching because you find me very entertaining, in which case, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Or you're 100% bought in, but after you watch this YouTube video, what's going to change? You're going to be like, all right, I got to go out there and apply to 100, 200 jobs. You can't bring yourself to do it. It's too much friction. Stop trying to fight biology. What you need to go ahead and do is schedule a call. Okay, find out whether or not your skills, first and foremost, is up to date. The best way for you to secure a job is to make sure that just at a skill level, you are better at the job and you show more promise on the job than the people that you're competing against with. If, people always ask why do people buy Mac? I mean, a PC can do all that. It's like, dude, but it's not stopping the fact when people still buying iPhones over Android. It's not stopping people from buying MacBooks over PCs, right? It's like Yahoo can do everything Google can do. I mean, pretty much can, right? But you still use Google. Like, be a better product. You got to treat yourself like a product. So, number one, schedule a call, see if you need to level up those skills. Number two is you need to go ahead and gamify the experience, which is actually why across all of our programs, we have times where people are just applying together because you're not going to do it by yourself. Your chances, let's just say people are always thinking like new year, new job, new me. The truth of the matter is it's like, all right, most people don't even make it to the gym. The people that make it to the gym, they're like, oh, what am I working out on right now? If you got a little bit extra cash, you can go out there and splurge on a trainer. Most people don't, right? If you had a friend and it's like we downloaded a plan together and now we got to go ahead and stick to the plan, then your chances of sticking to the plan much higher. So we can make it suck less, because when I'm telling people like they got to apply to 50 to 100 jobs a day, the first thing that they throw their hands up on is like, oh, are there even that many jobs open? Okay, even like you can choose to believe that there aren't that many job openings a day that's urgently hiring for a role. You can also choose to believe that your background, well, I'm not qualified for this, okay. But even so, you still don't have a streamlined process to go out there and shoot out more apps. Listen, the more apps you're doing, the more interviews you book. If you don't think you're qualified or you don't want to work at that company, then let's chuck that interview down the toilet. You don't follow up in 24 hours. It's just going to go ahead and find somebody else. But the fact that you dramatically increase the applications, yeah, you'll get a lot more rejections, but you also get a lot more bookings. The more bookings that you go on, the more interviews that you go on, the more positive you're feeling about life. Why? Because you're doing something right now that's going to lead to offers, not just one offer, but multiple offers, okay? Those multiple offers, while you're doing the interviews, why are you gonna get offers? Well, the more interviews equals more offers. If you're doing 2 or 3 interviews like a week, probably, hopefully might get one offer within the next 30, 45 days. If you're doing 10, 15 interviews a week, you're gonna go out there and probably up your chances of getting more offers, right? This isn't rocket science. KPIs is something that we say in tech all the time. Apply more, interview more, you interview better, you interview good, you get more offers. You get more offers, you get a really good offer. Isn't that what you want? A really good offer? And isn't what you want to get off of this job hunt in the shortest amount of time? It's all about volume. If you don't believe me, just look at how many times I'm posting up on LinkedIn right now. I'm posting up massively on LinkedIn. There isn't a day where I'm not posting 100 times on LinkedIn. You know what that does? I post up 100 times on LinkedIn. That gets more people following me, gets more people watching me, gets more eyeballs on me, gets more people DMing me, gets more people scheduling a call, more people enrolling the program. Right now, I'm recording this bad boy right now off my iPhone while I'm uploading another video on my other iPhone. I don't have my freaking DJI lavalier wireless Bluetooth mic on. You want to know why? Because I'm traveling right now and I left that thing at home. Okay, is that going to stop me from going out there and shooting a video? Hell no. We're going to go out there and we're going to get this thing out. Some of you guys going to watch it. Some of you guys going to watch it, not book a call. Some of you guys going to watch it, book a call. Some of you guys going to watch it, not watch all of it. Right? It's a numbers game. The more numbers. If you're doing 20, 30 interviews a week, right? People always ask me like, well, what are my chances of? If you did 20 to 30 interviews a week, you're going to go ahead and get more interviews, and you get more interviews, you can get more offers. I had 2 friends this year, both divorced. But 2 friends this year, both divorced. One person decided to go out there and swipe, 10, 15 swipes a day here, take a break, 4 or 5 days. 1 swipe here, oh, it's no good matches. Boom. I had another friend, every single day, 300 swipes a day. Booking dates. Okay, one person is feeling a little sad at Christmas. They're not with their ex. The other person, when they got a new family, they're going to be hanging out with in Christmas. It's not that hard, people. If you can't bring yourself to apply on your own, and you know what it is that you should be doing, you need to go ahead and apply with other people, because I'll tell you what's really happening. You go to sleep, you wake up, and you're like, today I got to go ahead and apply. Some days you do it, some days you don't. and you're like trying to get a better process, nothing's coming out. Some days you're feeling pumped up, some days you're not. Some days you just go days on end without applying. Your application flow is so inconsistent, so your interview flow is also very inconsistent. So when you actually get on those interviews, I'm 10 minutes and 19 seconds in on this video right now. While you're thinking about whether or not you should take action on this, somebody else in one of my programs, in 10 minutes, they have already applied, no joke, in 10 minutes, they have already applied to 30 jobs. Now you're saying that's impossible. Assume for a second it's not. You know what they're gonna be doing? They're gonna be booking interviews. And they're gonna be going on those interviews. And they're gonna be sounding way better than you. Because right now, there's only two outcomes. You watch this and you're thinking, yeah, I should apply. Yeah, maybe I should schedule a call. Yeah, that guy's bullshit. I'm not gonna go out there and apply. But you know what happens? You get an interview next week. And you're like, holy shit, I got an interview. And you don't know what to do. You show up there looking nervous, feeling desperate, and you know what happens? That interview can go one way, can go no way, and then you end up feeling depressed because you don't hear back, or they give you a rejection email, and you're like, oh, this job's over. It's not worth it. It's dead. It's like, no, it's not dead. Your job hunt's dead. The industry itself is still very much alive. It's still very, very, very much alive. So stop trying to do this on your own. You're getting nowhere with this process. Schedule a call. We'll help you out. Let's get you leveled up on your skills if you need extra skills. But the longer you stay on the job hunt, one thing you can mark my words on, they're just going to AI automate this entire job hunting process. And if you think the recruiters right now or the hiring managers are being jerks for not getting back to you, wait until they roll out the holograms and the AI bots. I don't even know how the curriculum's going to change at that time. But sometime in 2025, it's going to be a Black Mirror episode. So stop waiting. Go ahead and schedule the call. You're not figuring this shit out on your own. If you would have, if you could have, you would have already. And all you are doing is missing out on opportunities that would have been a good fit for you because you think you're just saving yourself a few bucks. No, you're not. You're investing in a network that's going to help you secure future jobs because you'll meet friends here as well. It's the other thing that I find is so hilarious in tech. Nobody networks with each other, and then when they need a network, they want to start networking, right? Yeah, these get left out. So schedule a call. Found any value in this video at all, subscribe. I'll talk to you very, very soon, or one of my team members will.